Hello, hello, welcome back. You're in video number 10, frequently asked questions about Empower Network. And here's a good set of questions right here. I'll answer two for one. And this one, is this legal and is this ethical? There's two different things. Something can be legal and not be ethical. Believe it or not, in our country, that's how it is. And in every country, but even in our country, that's how it is. However, I do want to answer that this is absolutely legal. This system is, as I said in the question of, is it a scam? We already sort of addressed that, but I just wanted to add one more thing with that is in the legalities is that Empower Network has one of the top lawyers, attorneys about focusing on internet marketing and home businesses. Okay, and the leadership follows the guidelines, and that lawyer wants to keep everybody out of trouble, right? And so he's going to do what he can do to make sure that he's guiding the legalities of this program, and the corporate leaders, the owners, the co-founders, I should say, Dave Sharp and Dave Wood, as well as the leadership team. They all want to be ethical. They all want to be legal, okay? And so if anything comes up that looks shady or anything like that, they are 100% get it out in the open, be transparent, clean it up. You know, they want to be top notch. They want to be here for a long time. And if there's illegalities or any shady stuff going on, they know that can sink the ship, okay? So that's not their aim. So is it legal? Absolutely. Is it ethical? So ethics is something different, isn't it? Ethics has to do, is it right? Is it doing the right thing? Not just, because there can be legal loopholes, right? And sometimes they use that for marketing ploys. However, they do stay legal, but it is also ethical. And with this, I want to share just a little story. I used to be a hospital chaplain, and in some of my training, we learned about some ways to touch people and to touch their heads, to touch certain points, and to hold them, and to create a space that would help people relax. As patients, and science shows this, best practices shows this, that if patients can relax while they're in the hospital, that the healing facilitates more quickly. However, people weren't going around touching. People weren't going around doing techniques to help people relax. Usually it's give them a pill, right? I mean, that's how our medical system is. So the question was, this friend of mine who was a nurse and a colleague, and we went for these trainings because they sounded interesting, but then we became responsible to share this because it became unethical not to share it because it obviously worked. And so the question of, is Empower Network ethical? Yes. And then for me personally, it becomes unethical for me not to share this vehicle because I know this vehicle works to help bring people into their dreams, out of their prison of their own minds that says that they can't succeed or they can't do anything more or they can only succeed if they grind. And this isn't true. But this is a system that we've all been molded into. Empower Network is an opportunity, is a vehicle to get out of that system, to, as some of them say, to learn how to get paid to be yourself. Okay, so you be who you are just like I am on this video. Am I perfect? No. Am I learning? Yes. Am I growing? Yes. Have I arrived? No. Well, it's my theory I won't arrive. But at least not while I'm living, I probably won't arrive. But the thing is, it's not about arrival, it's about the journey. And the ethical part is that we help one another get there. And so, is it legal? Yes. Is Empower Network ethical? Absolutely. Everybody owns their own business, so you have to decide if you're ethical in your business. I will say this, if you're not ethical, if you're not clean, if you're not growing, if you're not finding, you may find some things that, whoops, that's not ethical, I didn't know that. And if you don't clean it up, you won't last. That's all I can say, you won't last. But life will get you. Life will clean you up. And then you'll get back on board somehow. Life doesn't abandon us. Okay, Thank you for watching this video series about frequently asked questions about Empower Network. And the next 10 videos that I will be putting out are about frequently asked questions that people should be asking. Okay? And I don't like to use the word should, because I've been trained as a counselor, and in my training, don't use the word should. Don't should on people. Don't should on yourself. And so I want to call this series the 10 frequently asked questions that people might really want to consider asking about Empower Network. Okay? So peace and prosperity to you until that time.